Hi guys, so today I'm doing a short video to talk about how I got started in writing. And this is a question I get asked quite frequently. It started when I was a kid, like every other kid. I wrote school projects and that kind of thing. And then I used to write these little fake newspapers, and I cut pictures out of newspapers, out of magazines or wherever, and make up little stories that I thought were funny. They probably weren't funny, but I thought they were funny at the time. Anyways, I was probably about 10 when I did that. And I remember writing something else around 5th grade, 6th grade. It was terrible. And then around 15 or so, 16, I started to write my first manuscript. And it was about a bunch of teenagers and how they interacted. There was relationships. There was all sorts of stuff going on. And problems, because teenagers have a lot. And I started writing it because I was reading books at that time. I won't date myself and say how old I am, but at that time the young adult books were pretty tame, at least the ones I was getting my hands on, and I was a little disappointed because the teenagers seemed to have they had problems, but they're kind of stupid problems, and they were, they were just lived very tame lives compared to what I thought. I lived in the country, so maybe I didn't get out much, but a pretty good idea the teenagers lived a little more exciting lives in the city even than they did in these books. Anyway, we'll get into that. But now young adult books are awesome. They're really interesting. I know adults that read them, but anyways, I'm off track. So then I didn't write in my early 20s when I started when I started school. When I finished school, I kind of wanted to get into writing again, but then I didn't do it because I didn't really have the confidence, and I was kind of putting the cart before the horse. I was worrying, I don't know how to get into publishing. I don't know if I'm good enough. I don't know if I'm doing it right. I had, you just get those sort of fears, and instead of just going ahead and doing it anyway, which is what I recommend to anyone who asks me about writing, just do it. Don't even think about it. Just do it. Do it, do it, do it. I don't want to hear anything else. Just do it. Worry about that later. Yeah, so I didn't do anything for a long time. My life was kind of not really on track. It was really, really off track, actually. And like a lot of people who don't know what to do with their lives, I went back to school and took a course that I thought would make sense, which was business. I think that's what a lot of people take, but they don't know what the hell they're doing. And not that everyone who takes business don't know what the hell they're doing, but people like me who didn't know what the hell they're doing with their life, I'll take business. Anyway, dropped out because I was bored, falling asleep in class. I was doing well though, I might add. Found it boring, didn't want to continue with the program. Move ahead to 2010, I published my first book. I had started writing it. I think I wrote a draft around maybe before I went to college. Scrapped it, started over again, which was Fire, published 2010, about rock stars in the 90s. Not really rock stars, people getting into the industry. And 7 books later, I'm now working on my 8th. I learned a lot about the industry as I went along. It's not something that you learn overnight. I'm still learning. I learn about the craft of writing, creating characters, topics, how to keep people interested, that kind of thing. I mean, it's a learning process, but mostly you follow your instincts. You follow your instincts, you're already on the right track. If you do what you think you're supposed to do, maybe not. Anyways, that is my answer for your question today. If you have any more, you know where to find me, Mima on Fire. Thank you. Bye-bye.